Eddie soldiers. Everybody get your tea ready. Delightful. I realized that the last time I did any kind of this type of video, I think it was February. And you know, it's been a good couple months since I did a book haul, so I want to share with you my books of May and like slightly April. Starting off with my favorite of the month, I'm going to pick ACOMAF, A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second in Sarah J Maas's second series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Oh my god, you guys! I know people are kind of all over the board when it comes to A Court of Thorns and Roses. Some like it, some don't. I thought it was okay, didn't hate it, didn't love it, but it was good. This though, my baby right here knocked this out of the water. Holy crap, this book was phenomenal. So if you even bother like just kind of like A Court of Thorns and Roses, you will really like this. There's so much character development. We get to go to the night court. We get to see other courts. There's war happening. We get so much romancy stuff in it. Oh, it's just wonderful. These next books are all one, and if you have heard me in any of my other videos, you might guess what they are, and that is the entire Raven Boys series by Maggie Stiefvater. And I read the Raven Boys forever ago and was like, yeah, okay, decent, like, I'll read the second one. So I just decided to get them all and just do a full read. The Raven Boys was good, but I loved The Dream Thieves. That was one of the best books of the series. Blue, like, so much happened. And then The Raven King, oh my goodness, all the best books are blue. This is one of the best final finale books I have ever read in my life. If you like Welsh kings or paranormal stuff or ghosts or spirits or psychic things, you'll like this series. Please pick it up, please stick it out, it's so good. Okay, I thought I could do the card again, but I can't. Also, please excuse my voice in this video because over the weekend I had some adult fun and now my voice is almost gone. And obviously a book I had to buy is The Hidden Oracle Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan, which is the first of his new series that has to do with the god Apollo after all the Percy Jackson books take place, and I am stoked. I've been fangirling with people about this at work and I know I haven't read it yet just because I was reading Court of Mist and Fury. That's a huge book, but I will get to this very, very soon. Speaking of work, here's a book that I got myself bullied into buying, and that is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. In some video a while ago, I mentioned how I have not read anything of Patrick Ness for just some reason by happenstance, and everyone is just saying A Monster Calls is the best thing ever, and as someone who has not read the book, but seen the movie trailer, I almost cried. Next up is a book I keep hearing all about, so, you know, I bought it, and that's When We Collided by Emery Lord, which is a book that deals with mental illness and issues in that circumstantial part of life. You can obviously tell I did not script this, I just sat down and started filming. A book that I hated to buy, but bought anyway, is The Crown by Kira Cass, which is the final in the Selection series. It's the second of the Heir duology. Why did I buy this? I hate it so much, but I love it. When I finished the Selection, I was like, oh god, there's no way I'm ever reading more of this. Then the Heir came out and I read it and I was like, Jesus Christ, I want to smack somebody with their own novel? This was awful. And then there was a cliffhanger and I just have to know what happens. There are actually some characters in this that I am interested in knowing what happens to, and there's like a really sweet romance thread going through it that I am interested in, so I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna read it. The Evil Side of Disney is coming out in Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes, which is a Queen of Hearts just fairy tale retelling villain origin story, and I had never heard about this until I saw it on the shelf one day. Like I said, I had a gift card, so I bought it. Just so intrigued, like, what is that? Where'd it come from? And I'm like, I don't know, but I want it. The next two I picked up are influenced by the word nerds, the first which being The Girl from Everywhere by Heidi Hillig. I saw this a while ago and just the cover's so pretty and I really wanted it, but then I was like, I'm not too big into time travel. But then when we were chatting with the word nerds, they said it was really, really good and that I should give it a try, so I shall. Now for another book with a beautiful cover, Our Lady of the Ice by Cassandra Clark is also a word nerd book, and that is we are going to get books that none of us have read, and then we're all going to read them and make little notes in them, and then mail them to each other so that we can all read each other's notes and what we thought of them. And this was the book that I picked. This is a sci-fi dystopian novel that takes place in Antarctica. I've also had my eye on this forever. It's been in my bookstore, there's only one copy of it, and every day I go buy it on my way to the break room, and I'm like, one day, I swear, and it was so finally get an excuse to buy it. Another book the Word Nerds are actually going to be reading is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I keep hearing about this, and then I had a gift card, so I bought it, and now the Word Nerds are going to use this as one of their books to send to each other and write in, so I will have an unblemished copy and a gloriously scribbly copy as well. These next 3 books you will have already seen if you watched one of the Word Nerd videos that I did, which was a book thrifting video. Let me know if you want on this channel for me to do a book thrifting video, or just thrifting or thrift hauls or whatever. I love thrifting, I love book thrifting. So I found these 3 books, which are The Blackthorn Key by Kevin Sands, which is a middle grade that apparently is very good, and The French Kiss, which I haven't read the series yet, I know, don't shoot me. But I found it at a thrift store, so I'm definitely gonna start this now. And lastly, I got Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen, which I'm very excited about because it's beautiful on hardcover and brand new, and I got it for like $3. And one of my friends, Sabrina, just loves this book, so I will give this a shot. The next book I got is an art copy, and that is Places No One Knows by Brenna Jovanoff, who also is the author of The Replacement and that other Spaces Between, I think that's what it's called. Besides being obnoxiously pinked, the best way I can describe this book is angst, 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 angst. It's alright though, it's alright. She has a good writing style. Another advanced copy I got that came out this month is The Rose and the Dagger, which is the second of Renee Ahed's Wrath in the Dawn, which is like a 1001 Arabian Nights retelling kind of thing. Loved The Wrath in the Dawn. Cannot wait for The Rose and the Dagger. Why haven't I read it yet? I was reading Court of Mist and Fury. I was in a bit of a reading slump when this was coming out, and I was so excited to get it, and then I just didn't read it, but I shall eventually. And last but not least, I have a book that has a bit of a story behind it, and that is The Voodoo Killings by Christy Cherish. This is Portland, it's like zombies and voodoo and witches and like all kinds of paranormal stuff, and I actually went to a book event for Penguin Random House and Christy Cherish to get this book, and she signed it for me. I met her, she was really, really fun, and now I have doodles in my book and you don't have those in yours. Whew, okay, there we are. There's my giant May book haul, April-May book haul. Leave down below if you've read any of those, or you think I shouldn't read any of those, or you just really want to fangirl because I got a lot of stuff and I'm finally getting over my reading slump. Very, very happy, so I can finally like start digging into these and seeing what's going on and being able to understand when people at work are talking code about these. And I'm very sorry, my very spotty uploading schedule, it's just life has been a little bit crazy this month. So I have not had the chance to film as much as I wanted to, but hopefully next couple weeks will be okay, fingers crossed. Make sure to tune into the Word Nerd chat on Sunday. I can never remember what we're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be interesting, and I mean I'm gonna be there, so you'll wanna check it out. Hope you're having a nice day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!